Reading Chapter 9, Public or Private Domains, Gender Relations in the Central Cordillera, from June Prill-Brett's Tradition and Transformation Studies on Cordillera Indigenous Culture, 2nd edition, edited by Delfin Tolentino Jr. Sexual Equality in Bontoc Society. There is a strong notion of sexual equality in Bontoc society as shown by the following observations. Number 1. Customary law on access to critical resources is gender neutral, with primary emphasis on birth order and the inheritance pattern. Women inherit valuable productive property such as pond fields, which they often manage, and they also largely control the allocation of produce. Number 2. Women have a high degree of autonomy. Women may control productive property such as pond fields and the production of woven fabrics and pottery for exchange. Number 3. They control their own sexuality without the intervention or control of male kinsmen. Number 4. Women are not confined to the home or to home activities. Men and women equally share in domestic work such as cooking and childcare. Women often freely socialize with their peers during public feasts and other social occasions, and form enduring social groups. Number 5. There are no dichotomies between men's work and women's work. There is no assignment of higher value to men's work and lower value to women's work. Number 6. The preference for male over female children is absent in traditional Bontoc society since both are desired. This has been validated by several ethnographic studies carried out in Bontoc and Western Mountain Province communities. Number 7. The fruits of production resulting from the joint efforts of husband and wife are jointly managed. Both share in decision making. Number 8. The tasks carried out by women in food production are complementary to men's work and even interchangeable with the tasks of men. Number 9. Both men and women share production and reproduction responsibilities. Both control to a large degree their own sexuality, especially when not yet married. Number 10. The only exception has to do with defense and warfare. Decisions concerning these are necessarily the domain of men. The men of the Ator handle peace pacts, which entail the policing and defense of the community's integrity from internal or external violations or threats. The high rate of interchangeability of women's work and men's work appears to be an important factor in gender equality among the Bontoc. My own study strongly supports Bakdayan's finding in his Northern Kankanai study, particularly when he argues for the high degree of mechanistic cooperation of males and females. This is defined by the high rate of tasks done together. Bakdayan's data show that 81% of tasks found to be interchangeable are the most frequently performed tasks necessary for the operation and survival of the society. Most of these are agricultural tasks by which the family or household is maintained. I should also add that based on my own research, another important factor leading to gender equality in Bontoc society is women's ownership and control of valuable resources such as pond fields, which are critical to the family's survival. Customary law supports the right of women to inherit irrigated rice fields equal with the rights of males based on birth order. Overall, there is a sharing of economic, social, and ritual powers between men and women in the domestic and public contexts. This is expressed in the full participation of women in the ceremonial aspects of public life. There is also freedom of women, similar to men, to form associations or ties with other members of the community and outside the community, such as the enduring association of female peer groups or kapangis and kakayam. Thus, they are neither confined to the house nor isolated from other public or social activities. The dualistic models in which women have been identified with the domestic sphere and men with the public or social sphere do not necessarily apply to most of the highland societies of northern Philippines, especially in the Bontoc. This has been argued in this paper. Finally, in the context of Bontoc-gender relations, we return to Sachs in 1974, page 222, who argues that full social equality is attained when men and women's work are of the same kind, which is the production of social use value. Furthermore, as I have argued here, women's ownership and control of productive resources critical to the production and reproduction of the family and the interchangeability of tasks largely account for sexual or gender equality in Bontoc society.